Okay, so Chroma is pretty okay. I think he's gotten a lot better over the years, to be honest. Um, or I guess over the years a bit of an exaggeration. I guess he's had like he's had a high a long time ago, and then he kind of just fell off for a long time, and he's coming back up now. I feel like, um, I think with persistence especially, he's like very good. Um, I think he suits surviving with persistence much more than shield gating because none of his abilities are particularly nice to shield gate with. So your Subsume is basically gonna always be nourished if you're trying to shield gate with it or pillage. Um, so yeah, he has strong Zor buffing, which is quite good. It means that you can run him as a Zor platform, and any warframe that can platform Zors is always going to be pretty usable. Zors are just strong, so um, yeah. Uh, some suggestions I can make very quickly are, if you want to have some higher investment, you want to use Umbral Formers. I don't have any, but if I did have some, what I would do is I would use an Umbral Former or two, I don't know how many mod capacity it would require, to replace Carnis Saxum, I think it's called, or Carnis Carapace. Yeah, I think it's Carnis Carapace, with the Umbral mod that I have left over, that I haven't put into the build, and then replace the remaining one with Prime Vigor if you have that. It will just basically give you, I believe it's around the same armor, but just more HP. So you'll have a little bit more leeway. It's just I don't have the Umbral Former to invest into Chroma, or to anyone really. So yeah, I think he's really quite good with persistence. He's a nice energy platform because his base energy is quite high. Like you can use him with Arcane Battery if you wish. You can use him with, I believe it's primary overcharge, the one that gives you multi-shot based on your energy amount. And since you're using Hunter Adrenaline to regen energy as soon as you get hit to health, it means that you will just constantly have really high energy. The only time you'll ever run out of energy is like when you're rotating between rooms and we've kept Overguard for a really long amount of time. Like in the early game, I was unironically, like, so there'd be times where I would unironically try to lose my Overguard so I can gain some energy back. But when you get to the high levels, that rarely happens. So, yeah. Another suggestion I could make is replacing Gloom. Something you can do if you want to keep the Zor platform but don't use Gloom, you can use the head of a Nikana. I forget which part it is, but you could use the Nikana with the Amalgam Daikyu augment, which gives lifesteal to Nikanas, and you can just basically replicate Gloom without a Subsume investment like that. And the Nikana head is really quite good for Zorfluence, so something you could do is just run Ruffle Advance with Chroma, and then just have like a Zorfluence build on a Nikana head. You just basically want to aim for a higher status chance than Mysore does, and yeah, you'll have a higher stats chance. You'll have a lot of influence blocks. The Daiki Organ would mean that you get lifesteal from your melee, meaning that you don't need Gloom, but you keep Hunter Adrenaline because obviously that's your energy, and like that's also a really good setup. It works the exact same way. Besides that, it's just you activate your toxin and stuff to get the holster damage buffs. And yeah, I think it's really quite good. His Subsume skills are definitely 1 and 4. You're not really going to be using either of those abilities, whichever one you choose to keep. If you want to do something with Precision Intensify, you could put it over the 4. I just put it over the 4 because I just felt like there's no real difference having it over the 1 or the 4. But yeah, I think those would be my suggestions for changing up the build. You could also do something like remove Carnus Carapace, replace it with the Umbral mod, and then remove Saxon Carapace and replace it with Rolling Guard. Since Persistence only really loses to Magnetic and Silencing, having Rolling Guard is quite nice because you can use the immunity to either kill whatever is silencing you, or you could use the status guns to remove whatever is applied to you. I was doing this versus Corpus, and I think I only died once, so without Rolling Guard, that's a pretty good, rate, considering that Corpus has a lot more magnetic proc than Grenadier does, and it's like, if I'd Rolling Guard, I'm fairly certain I wouldn't have died at all. But again, I just don't have the unperformer investment. But yeah, I think he's really quite a good Zor platform. Like, I had quite a bit of fun on him with Zors, but in general, I think Zors right now are just becoming like my favorite weapon type to use. They're very fun. But yeah, we're running Epitaph again, very classic for Zors in my opinion. You get the Overguard leeching from Fortifier. You get nice priming with corrosive and magnetic if you're playing against anything grenade related. I should have been running viral and magnetic realistically, but I wasn't really bothered to change it, so at least I think I was running corrosive magnetic. I'm recording the voiceover a few days later. I wasn't feeling too good on the day, so I just put it off a little bit. But yeah, if you're playing against Corpus, I'd recommend running like viral magnetic. It'll basically just shred for everything, and it'll be nice buffing, nice priming for the practice as well, just like magnetic corrosive is. But yeah, I think yeah, I think Chroma is like pretty okay. He's pretty limited in what he can play, but persistence helped him a ton because survival on him just becomes a lot easier, so he just opens up his options naturally just because his survivability is better. It's like Revenant having more options for loadouts just because he has more leeway with surviving. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the build, hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I've got Dagger coming next. That's gonna be very fun. I've already recorded the gameplay, just need to do the voiceover. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you.